The option to give to Taylor here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Now Jones. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Isaiah Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Franks now. Buying time to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Franks. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Franks. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And here a juke. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Setting up play action. Franks. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson. Not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The Franks looking to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Rams. DK Metcalf. 40 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Frank's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Off the play fake, here's Franks. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Franks. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Franks. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll set them back 5. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 32. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 20-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The fullback dive held up short. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for L.A.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson is one division.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Travis Etienne with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Jones. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw. Jones completes this out left to Ruggs. And he goes out right around the 39. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Jones now on 1st down.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They go play action with Franks. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Here's a give to Etienne. A 1st down and more, Etienne.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, Franks. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's Franks now from the shotgun. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. On third down, Franks. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. On the option right, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On 2nd down, ETN once more. Ooh, the juke. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, Franks. He'll get this off to ETN.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Following the fumble recovery, Franks. And they'll get this down to the 10.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles have been...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And that is incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the bootleg, Jones. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Jones throwing on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
They'll get this off to Taylor.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw again. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of